So obviously we're on a sponsorship call. Racers on the call are looking to get sponsored, and there's a few marketing directors on the call. You're the one who said to me, Alex, start gearing these towards marketing directors as well, and I appreciate that. We had a session with Tony Merritt and Al Rondon from Stanley Black & Decker, DeWalt, and Coca-Cola earlier to help educate marketing directors, and the whole session was designed for marketing directors. You can also speak a lot to that because you've said once that not only do these sponsorship summits help racers, but they also help marketing directors. Why is that? What is it that the industry needs to learn from these sponsorship summits that we haven't said yet, or maybe we have said, but it needs to be emphasized?
Yeah, I mean, I've just being on the call is a great kind of re-education of the basics that sometimes, if you've been in the industry for quite a while, you lose sight of kind of some of the blocking and tackling. We always try to revert to, kind of the things that have always worked for us, and try to repeat those, right? And try to avoid the things that didn't work. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's a good enough answer, but I'm just being on the call here for about the last hour has been great.
I appreciate that. And just you being in the field, driving home from Johnson Valley, where I know you were setting up for an event that's up and coming, it sort of proves what I said when I started and I opened. I said, marketing directors who sit behind four walls, behind a desk, are not marketing. You have to get out and you have to meet the customer and you have to engage and look in their eye and shake their hand, and you have to be in the field. And that's why sponsorship can be such a valuable tool, because a marketing director can't be everywhere all at once. They need those brand ambassadors to help them and go out and represent in the areas where the marketing director doesn't have time or resources to go to. So Optima Batteries is a big sponsor of many series and a lot of racers. I'm just going to ask real basic, why is it that you sponsor, and what do you expect from your teams and properties that you sponsor in return?
Yeah, for us, sponsorships are extremely important. The partnerships that we have with influencers, racers, any of the professionals in our industry, and really what we strive for is for people who that their outreach is, I know it sounds cliche, but breaking through the noise. They're willing to be creative, willing to take risks, and most of all, they're hand raisers when we have an idea, whether it's a good one or bad one. They'll participate. But for us, I think the most important thing in our different relationships is to make sure that they have the ability to create lasting impressions. We've had a lot of opportunities, and we have worked with some folks who are, big social media influencers, and they charge, tens of $1,000s for a post. And I kind of look at those like you're advertising in the Super Bowl, right? Yeah. If I took on my budget and advertised in the Super Bowl, it'd be wonderful. I'd get a lot of exposure for that day. But for my brand, our product line, the purchase cycle is much longer. So, and I cannot efficiently find today those consumers that have a failed battery, because that is the single most important driver to a purchase of a battery. If you think about the last time you bought one, typically it isn't because it's an impulse buy, right? My vehicle battery failed today and I need a battery. So if I'm top of mind when they go look for that battery, when their battery fails, I win, right? And so it's those lasting impressions, not the flash in the pan, that are important for us. So long-term relationships and the ability to create lasting impressions.